What's going on, guys? Welcome back to Pete's Carport. Thanks again for joining me, and if it's your first time viewing this channel, please go down below, subscribe and like the video. That'll help me a lot, and that'll help videos like this, which I'm going to show you guys my S-Class lineup. Something I've wanted to do for quite some time. I had a free Sunday. I had very limited time because of the rain. My wife is currently driving my 95 S500 and she has things to do today. So I really quickly lined them up. Sorry I didn't get a chance to detail any of these cars. They're all being either driven or are currently in line to have some sort of repair. And then this S600 is actually going to a new home, so I haven't had a chance to really clean it out. But let's go ahead and start with this 1996 S600. This is the V12 luxury car that Mercedes had. It is a w140 chassis, which is my favorite chassis. And you guys will know that if you're a current subscriber with all the w140 content that I've been doing since day one. So this is, ironically, a short edition. So it's not the long edition like this 95, which we'll get to. This is a Euro spec version. And the reason why we know it's a Euro spec is because of these markers right here, and there's a few other things that kind of distinguish it. From what I know, in 96, the US did not have parking assist markers down here, front and back, that are actually still working. I believe these clear markers might have been put on afterwards because I have these standard ones in the trunk. But this car is currently going to be going to a subscriber that I'm extremely excited to get. He has this exact same car, and so he's going to basically be able to make a perfect vehicle between the two of them. He's out in Ohio, and I guess he's dealing with a little bit of the rust out there. So I'm excited he's going to be driving out here with another subscriber, and we're going to be doing some really cool stuff, and hopefully we'll get a really nice video of that. So let's go ahead. Like I said, I haven't had a chance to detail or clean these out, but we'll get a quick view of the interior of this car. It's got the rear sunshade. It's got that really nice Alcantara top there. And if you look in here, it's got the two-tone seats that the S600s get. It's got the wood steering wheel. And you can see I've been doing a little bit of work, so there's some screws and stuff down there. Overall, pretty good condition interior, considering it's a 96. And this car has not really been on the road for the last couple of years due to the transmission issue. And even though we got the conductor plate changed out, it's kind of stuck in a limp mode still. So hopefully we'll be able to resolve that, and I'll be able to update you guys with that subscriber. So we'll be basically creating another channel that I will let you guys know about. Next in line is my 1995 Mercedes S500. So the baby brother to the S600. This one happens to be the long edition. So you get, I think, about another foot in length of chassis. All comes into the rear here. And let's see if we can get this on film, where you can see the rear window is more of a rectangle versus a square, and that's where you get that extra length. And put down below in the comments what you guys know the actual full distance is of that extra length, because I don't want to mess that up, but I know it's quite a bit longer, and you can notice it when you sit down. Now, if you've been watching the channel, you'll know about the VIP build that we've been doing, where I put the diamond stitch floor mats in. We've put the trays here. We've got them up front. That's the interior stuff. And then we step into the back, and that's where we've got a lot more going on. That's really cool. So you'll see here I put a cigar tray in. We put the drink tray in. We've got a drink holder that lights up. Put the LED, or the white LED lights in all around. You can see them back here. This one does have the rear sunshade, and this one does have the reclining seat. So this was a fully loaded 95 that I found in absolute pristine condition inside. And then we threw these Mandris Emo rims on there. Very hard rims to find, and we just went ahead and put a really cool wrap on here. So this is kind of a wrap that changes throughout the day. It will go from a maroon with glitter in it to a kind of like a brownish color to a black at night. So awesome, awesome color. I am absolutely blown away with it. And every time I look at it, I am absolutely in awe. This is my favorite car I've ever owned. It will probably never, ever leave me unless it explodes or gets into a major accident. And currently, my wife is really enjoying it. She has been daily driving it for about a week now. Next in line is the brand new to the channel r129 Mercedes 500 SL. This is a 91 r129. Same engine as the s500 over here. Both have the 5.0 V8, the 6.0 V12 over there, and then we'll get to the next one here. So this is an r129 body style. I think I forgot to mention it, but those two are both w140s. I don't think I mentioned the s500 is a w140 chassis, but they are both on the same chassis number. One is a long, one is a short edition. So I've already done a full walk around video that I just launched, so you guys can go back and check that out. I'm going to put all the links I can to these cars that I feel will help you get caught up if you're a new subscriber. And this one just got put on the road by me. I've done a ton of things. I didn't let you guys know about everything, but the transmission was actually slamming into gear, and I found out it was just a basically a vacuum line going to the transmission that fell off. I couldn't believe it when I hooked it up, and the car drives like it's brand new now. The gentleman that owned it before me put some sort of weird lifters into the springs, and I took those out, and now it's sitting very nice. And I hope to be able to lower this front end just a little bit, because I love the way it drives. I love the way it looks. This may become my favorite car of all time. I don't know if it can beat that, but my God, this thing has a different presence on the road. If you don't know much about this, please go back and watch my video where I talk about it, do a full walk around, and you'll learn a lot more. Up next is the w126 chassis number. This is a 420 SEL. So this was the big boy of the time. There was a 560 that had the little bit larger motor, but this is still the V8 of its time. They did not have the V12 when this came out. That was introduced with the w140 and the SL, basically. So this was the step down to the top dog of the time. And this is the extended version. The SEL makes it the longer edition, so 420 SEL. And you can tell by how long that door is. I love this car. I'll tell you right now, not the best daily driver, but man, when it is beautiful outside and you can just take it for a nice long ride, it is such a blast to drive. Everybody stares at it. This is original paint. I've played around with switching the rims from the r129 to here that you guys might have seen in the past video. I just put the stock ones back on, and I've got some AMG mono blocks. So let's go ahead and look inside this one. This has my favorite. It's kind of like a peanut butter interior that is in absolute amazing condition, aside from a little bit of fading and a little bit of wear on the, mainly the front seats. You can see some wear on the armrest there. But beautiful, beautiful car. Nice, massive back seat. It's got the sunroof. All of that functions. It does have working AC and heat. Actually, every one of these cars right now has working AC. The 500, the S500 does not have working heat, which is kind of funny because I didn't realize that until more recently, because I never really needed to use it. Well guys, that's really it. I had to do this pretty quick. We've got a storm coming in, and I've got to put the hard top back on this guy here, and I've got to get this car back to my wife. But I hope you enjoyed this real quick update of the cars that I currently have. And one more, let's go over here real quick, because we do have one more 190E in the bunch, and I figured I'll show it. This one is absolutely sold too. This is going to another subscriber, and we're just waiting on transportation to get it to him. I believe it's going out to Texas. So this is a Euro spec manual. I've got it just parked up under here, so it's been sitting for quite some time. But if you go back to some of my videos, you'll see some of the things that we did on it: big brake conversion. We got it running. You know, we got it actually driving around. It's got the cloth interior, which I absolutely love. It's got the door panel off, but I do have that. So just a quick showing of that. And then our SC300 drift build car. A lot of you guys have been asking about this. I've been working on some videos. We just got a lot of stuff in for this car. I've got the rear seat delete in. We've got a few other things done to it. Door panels, the steering wheel, etc. And then back here is our 63 Austin Healey Sprite, which I'm going to leave for future videos. So you guys have an awesome day. My name's Pete. This is Pete's Carport. If you guys are new to the channel, like I said earlier, please go down and subscribe. There's going to be a lot of Mercedes content coming on here, as well as some other cars that we'll be working on. Have an awesome week and a blessed day, guys.